Chinese President Xi Jinping and Indian President Droupadi Murmu have exchanged congratulatory messages on the 75th anniversary of diplomatic relations between China and India. Qiang exchanging congratulatory messages with the Indian Prime Minister. The Prime Minister has called for stability in bilateral ties. Xi Jinping's message is emphasize China and India as major civilizations and key players in the global south, advocated for mutual trust, peaceful coexistence, and stronger bilateral cooperation, called for stability in border regions and deeper strategic engagement. Both sides acknowledge the need for stability in diplomatic ties in spite of ongoing challenges. Shashank Mattu has got more on that story. Shashank, take us through the details of the conversation that has taken place between the Indian president and the Chinese president.
Absolutely. So, Sneha, what's happened is that this is being reported, of course, by Chinese state media, but on the 75th anniversary of the establishment of bilateral relations between India and China, you've had the top leaders of both countries exchange congratulatory messages. And what we're seeing in these messages is this major shift in tone that has taken place in the India-China relationship over just the last couple of months. We saw Prime Minister Modi just a little while back in a podcast make a statement where he said that India and China don't have a history of conflict and these two countries must get along. And we're seeing that message now be mirrored in what President Xi Jinping is saying in a message to President Murmu. He's saying that India and China must be key partners. That these are two great Asian democracy, that they must work much more closely together as strategic partners to ensure global stability. India has responded in a way that seems to acknowledge that message and seems to reciprocate that spirit. President Murmu, of course, also highlighted that stable and predictable relations between India and China is a good for the world. So what we're seeing, the big takeaway is that there really seems to be a major shift in tone in the India-China relationship over just the last couple of weeks and months, and that could mean further breakthroughs, further normalization as the relationship goes forward.
Great. I'm going to thank you, Shashank, getting us up to speed with those details as far as the conversation between the Chinese president and the Indian president on our 75th bilateral ties anniversary is concerned.